Hello and welcome to Carol Nash Inside Bikes. I am here at the Triumph Visitor Experience at the launch of these, the brand new single cylinder 400 Triumphs. There's the Speed 400 and the Scrambler 400X, both brand new bikes, and I have Stuart Wood here from Triumph to tell me a little bit more about them. Stuart, could you first tell me what the main difference between the bikes is? Because they're both 400cc singles, but they look quite different.
Well, they are quite different. They've been designed to do slightly different jobs and to appeal in a different way. You're starting with different geometry. You're starting with a larger front wheel, so a 19-inch front wheel on Scrambler, 17 with the Speed. More suspension travel on the Scrambler, so we're at 150 millimeters front and rear with the Scrambler, whereas we have 140 and 130 millimeters with the Speed. The ergonomics are different. So when you sit on this bike, the seat height is higher because of the longer suspension travel, but we've also lowered the pegs, the foot pegs as well. The handlebars are a little bit closer to you and a little bit wider, but also the spec of these components is different and appropriate for the bikes. So we've got steel handlebars with a brace, wider. We've got tapered aluminium bars on the Speed. So appropriate. We've got the steel pedals and footrests on the Scrambler. Again, you want those steel pegs, aluminium on the Speed. But they're set up to feel different. They're set up for the all-road use that the Scrambler is going to see, or the sporty roadster handling. There's a normal sort of agility and precision that we'd expect. Both bikes are great on the road, but you add to it the off-road capability with the Scrambler, and you need a different setup.
Both are 40 horsepower engines, so there's no difference in engine tune?
No, the engine tune's identical, whereas the traction control and ABS tune is different to suit the suspension, the tyres, and the way the bikes put the power to the road.
One of the things I was wondering, because they look very much like the rest of the modern classic range. They don't look like the baby siblings of the range. They look well finished, they look quite sizable. What was the main difficulty in designing a bike that is presumably for a slightly different market to what the rest of your range is, for new riders, for less experienced riders?
Obviously you've got the smaller capacity engine, but that's not a negative. It's still got all the character. The choice of a single cylinder 400 is absolutely ideal. It's immediately there for A2, new rider compliance. You've got all that character with a single cylinder engine. So it's a smooth engine, it's a balanced engine, but you feel the fire impulses. So, you know, you've got that character, you've got that involvement with the engine. They are ideal for a new rider. The smaller engine, smaller, some of the other componentry is smaller because of that, allows us to be very narrow. The standover is very easy. It's easy to get your feet on the floor, but you've still got enough space in the ergonomics between the seat and the foot pegs, so you're very comfortable. Larger riders can be as comfortable as small riders with the bike. They're not just going to appeal to new riders. They're there for new riders, absolutely. People will see these bikes and know that it's a bike they can immediately get once they've passed their test. But it's a bike of choice. We really see these as bikes of choice for many people.
And another thing, these are developed in cooperation with Bajaj, the Indian manufacturer. Can you tell me a little bit about how much Triumph, how much Bajaj is in these bikes?
It's very hard to split that out because it's a complete collaboration. You can't design anything in isolation, and from the start, every time we start a motorbike, we have an aspiration, a view of what we want to achieve with the bikes. And we have to design everything at the same time to ensure we get that feel, we get the aesthetics right, we get the stance of the bike right, but we also get the performance. So all of our handling attributes, the stiffness of the chassis, everything is built in literally from day one. So we've worked in a lot of detail. We've got obviously all of our experience designing, and so have Bajaj, and they've got the experience of very high volume production, which these bikes will be high volume bikes. So we've really learned a lot from them about their requirements for high volume manufacture and what's appropriate. But we obviously bring to it all of the spec, the finish, the riding attributes, the character and the style that we want from a bike. And we've worked in collaboration right the way through, so we're both doing design, we're both doing development, we're both doing final validation.
The bikes, they absolutely look like Triumphs. That's why I asked the question, because they look like the same quality, same everything as the bigger bikes in the range. Was it difficult? Presumably these, when the prices will be announced, they will be at a lower price point than much of the other bikes. Did it make it difficult to
That's always difficult. It's always difficult because we want, absolutely these bikes will be competitive.
Yeah.
They really will be. But we know that Triumph customers expect high quality. We know that. And we want to introduce people to the Triumph brand with their first bike with that same high quality. You're not going to get shortchanged. This is about bringing Triumph to a bigger market.
They do look like they're going to do just that. Of course, one thing that we haven't done yet is ride these bikes, so we'll do that later. We'll drop the video of that on the channel later on. But these bikes will be available in the UK from December, if I'm
Maybe
right?
December, but it's 24 model year.
24 model year.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll be riding these very soon. Thank you very much, Stuart. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for watching.